everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Giants going up against the Cowboys. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A moment ago, the Cowboys introduced to this gigantic crowd, and as usual, it was old number 88, Dez Bryant, that got the folks going the loudest. His guys are set to go head-to-head with the New York Giants. Welcome in, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, training camp over, preseason over. It's time for week one.
And how much fun is that? No longer do we have to talk about who's going to make the team. The rosters are set. These guys now get to go out and play for real. No more of these preseason games. Now they're playing, and the records count.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Their second-year QB leading them. It's the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year for 2017, Dak Prescott.
For a fourth-round selection, Dak Prescott looked as comfortable as a rookie quarterback could look right from game one. And by the end of the year, accumulated a lot of statistics, but the biggest one, 13 wins, which tied him with Ben Roethlisberger for the most as a rookie starting quarterback.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Elliott last year so darn good, over 1,600 yards, most in the NFL. Actually, there were 10 teams that didn't rush for as many yards as he did. That's how good he was.
And just think, there is a place for him to get better. And I think it's in pass receiving. Not necessarily the hands, but just throwing it to him more, getting him into open space. He can make even more big plays doing that.
On second down, Elliott. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, that's a pretty familiar sight because Ezekiel Elliott in 2016, his rookie year, had 14 runs of 20 yards or more. That led the NFL.
And he said in the offseason he wanted to be better when he got into the second level, so he's shooting high.
I like that. I like a guy who wants to get better at his craft. Look out, defenses.
First down carry by Elliott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the defense for New York.
So many people at Landon Collins scouted as a guy who was excellent in run support and would struggle in pass coverage, especially in the back end of the defense. But in 2016, he made a massive jump as a safety, able to drop in the box, cover deep, and make plays on the football. In fact, I talked with his coach in the offseason, and he told me he's about 65 to 70% of reaching his potential.
Here's Elliott, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he'll get this down to about the 30-31-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
Eli getting the start here in week 1, and that means his consecutive start streak is now up to 200. His brother got to 208, so right about mid-season he could be breaking that mark, but still has to try and chase down Brett Favre, who finished with 297 consecutive starts.
Here's Vereen. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now Manning on the bootleg. And brought in by Jarrell Adams. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jarrell Adams, 63 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
That one, 28 yards on the ground. The numbers for Dak as a rookie last year still kind of mind-boggling. And you look at QB rating. Dak was 104.9. Now, among full-time quarterbacks, only 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Ryan and Tom Brady, were higher.
And look who he finished ahead of. Guys like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Russell Wilson. Amazing.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Play clock winding down. Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that dig?
Momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Cowboys.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and...
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott from the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
They'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Tenth carry now for Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Buying time to his left. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I actually like the fake, all right? They gave it a shot. This is one of those plays where you really think you're going to fool people because he shoveled it off to the kicker, and he was going to try and get it running. We have seen it be successful before, but definitely not on this play.
I was going to say, as the kicker, when you see that it's probably not going to work, just terror and panic in your eyes, I would imagine.
What we really needed there was the close-up of his face while he was running.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Jalen Smith. I got to have some enthusiasm for this young man who missed his whole rookie year because of a knee injury in college. To see him back on the field making plays, that's exciting.
It is, and the good news for him, still just 22 years old, so hopefully a long, bright future ahead of him. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting ready to go again here, Alfred Morris trots back onto the field. And a lot of times you talk about establishing the ground game. Probably something they need to do more of here losing in the second quarter.
When you're riding your best torch, you've got to lather him up. The best running backs I've ever talked to, they've all said the exact same thing to me. I'll even break a good sweat until I get to 20 carries.
You're full of good wisdom. Let's see if they can get him into the game more now. Play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he fires one incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Shane Vereen now gearing up to help lead this offense back out there. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They'll run again with Vereen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jamarcus Lawrence. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it, because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
Fielded at the 33. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted.